hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Monday to y'all. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. What is up, PG Stilts, Benimon, Darvish, and MTG Goldfish, Musical Mustache Man. Twitch names are the best. What's up, Curix? How are you? Anthony, welcome. Darth Varsh, good to see you. Declared Bishop, hello. Oh man, I'm actually kind of excited. We have two really interesting decks to check out today. Sarah Corapsalot, Declared Bishop, probably a nerd, Goblin Master, Killa J Ducky. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone had a spectacular weekend, and oh man, so we're standarding today. We have two lists that I'm pretty interested to check out. So we're going to start with Emergent Ultimatum, a deck that someone played at an SCG qualifier over the weekend, and it looks pretty interesting. It's a Vorinclex deck with some spicy stuff thrown in. So that's one. Secondly, oh man, don't talk to me about the Super Bowl. I went against my better judgment. Initially, my plan was, all right, is that the top of my green screen not covering everything? Why are you not? Hey! There we go. Hey! Much better. I went against my better judgment. I was like, oh, the Chiefs are definitely going to win this. The Chiefs got this. So I put a couple bucks on it. I was like, yeah, that'll work out. Nope. Nope, that was the worst bet I'd ever made. Obviously, don't bet against Tom Brady. If there's one thing I learned, doesn't matter if he's 70 years old, doesn't matter if he's on a new team, it doesn't matter if the Chiefs are better than the Buccaneers, just don't bet against Brady. I'm actually mostly surprised at just how bad the Chiefs were. Worst case, I thought the Chiefs were most likely to win, but I thought it was possible it'd be like some sort of like shootout where both teams, it's close, someone wins at the end. That seemed very realistic. I did not think there was much of a chance that the Chiefs would just absolutely lay an egg and not even come to play at all. So, gonna play Pirate Tribal later to celebrate. Maybe, possibly. Lucid, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Soup for you. My girlfriend also lost her bet against Brady. I should have known after watching Brady beat the Bills for 20 years. I should have known. Don't do it. The other deck we have today, oh man, Foil Showcase Falky. That is a sweet open. This is a deck that someone played at SCG over the weekend, and it's weird enough that we got to try it. Like this deck, I think they actually went 6-0 in their SCG with it. This is Jeskai Runes, and I don't know how many of you were here for Thraben Raven for the 13th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big tip for you. Thank you. I don't know how many of you were here for Early Access Day. During Early Access Day, we played against a deck that had Runeforge Champion and had Transcendent Envoy, which essentially makes your runes free. You get the 1 mana from Runeforge and then a 1 mana discount from Transcendent Envoy. So you can just cast any number of runes for free. And this deck, it's got 12 runes. It's got Sustenance, it's got Rune of Flight, it's got Rune of Speed. It's kind of like, I don't even know, Rune Boggles, I guess. There's some Burgies in there. I'm not really sure why, but it's got the sweet showcase art. So we gotta try that deck too, because that deck is just very strange. Yeah, like you can kind of storm off if you have Burgie going, because then you're actually making mana when you cast your runes. So if you get Runeforge and you get down Transcendent Envoy and you have Burgie, you cast your runes, you actually are making 1 mana that can get you to like your Goldspan Dragon or cast your Showdown of the Skalds cards. So it's definitely an interesting option. Squirrel Adventure. This was a deck I was working on for budget Magic. I haven't actually got it to work. Although I do think that Trotsky is a bit underrated. But we got Trotsky in our Emergent Ultimatum deck, our first deck of the day. So anyway, the list of Commander Clash was a great start to the season. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Oh, thank you so much. Anyway, all right, let's do our reminders, and then we will talk about Emergent Ultimatum. Then we will start playing Magic, so we can also get to runes. Yeah, I guess Burgie is also a Transcendent Envoy, so you can go infinite, or you can just use it to make things free. Inko, we're twitching today. This stream's always on Twitch. Good to see you, though. Casual Tyrant with the gift step to Psycho Freak. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super chat for you. So, replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, Budget Magic, coming out later today, playing some Standard. And people have asked about a bunch, so you're going to want to see that one. Podcast coming up as well. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And I don't know, maybe you need a Trotsky. Or maybe you need a Vorinclex or an Etchfoil Queen Marchesa. Doesn't matter if you want it. They're probably going to have it in stock. You can even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playbats, good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 more gets your message right on stream. And the Discord is new and improved if you want to check it out. Just finished a KLD draft. Reflections of Lajara on Giant, making copies of Basalt Giant. Ooh, that sounds spectacular. What made you switch careers to streaming? Wait. I mean, I haven't switched careers. I still do YouTube. I just do both now. This is my side gig. We do streaming, we do YouTube, a little bit of everything. All right, so deck number one. Deck number one, here's what we got going on. This is an Emergent Ultimatum deck, and I think this deck is pretty spicy. So it is a Sultai Yarion pile deck. In the early game, we're just kind of like ramping and killing stuff, because what we're trying to do, the main goal is to cast Emergent Ultimatum. German, supporting the sub trade. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Our main goal is to cast Emergent Ultimatum. So we get to 7 mana. We cast Emergent Ultimatum. Yes, I know, yes. It would be sweet if Emergent Ultimatum could be our companion. Then we'd be in business. All right, so we cast Emergent Ultimatum. Zepson, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Hey, what's up, Kobo? How are you? So, Emergent Ultimatum lets us tutor for 3 mono-colored cards. What are we tutoring up? We have a couple of different plans depending on the scenario, but our main goal is to get Vorinclex, number 1, to get a Valky, which we can cast as Tybalt, number 2, and then get Liliana, possibly number 3. That would be an option. Another option would be to get a Curibus Sea God, an extra turn spell. So essentially, if we get Vorinclex and 2 Planeswalkers, either our opponent gives us Vorinclex and a Planeswalker, and we instantly ultimate the Planeswalker, or they give us 2 Planeswalkers, which is also good, or if we go like Vorinclex, Tybalt, an extra turn spell, we're going to end up with an extra turn and a Vorinclex, probably, extra turn and a Tybalt. So there's a whole bunch of different piles that we can set up to actually win the game. I have literally no idea. I have not figured out why Toski is in this deck. I have no idea. Like, I don't get it. We have like no creatures. I guess it's just to be a standalone card. Like, if you kill everyone's stuff, you can attack with it and draw an extra card each turn. It is the weirdest Toski deck, but technically we can Emergent Ultimatum it up, potentially. I guess maybe that's it. If you're about to die, you can get Toski as a blocker for a turn. I don't know. I don't know what the Toski's going on. But that is, I mean, Ugin is just kind of there. We can't even tutor it up. So I wouldn't expect us to see a lot of Ugins. So that's what we're starting with. Trying to do things right away with, I mean, it's just a one-of. It's just a one-of. Trying to instant ultimate Planeswalkers with Vorinclex Emergent Ultimatum shenanigans. So, I don't know. Sideboard, we got some duresses. We got some removal. We got some comas, just in case we got to put our opponent to sleep. And that is the plan. It's a fun Ugin. If Ugin's a one-of, it counts as fun. What do y'all think about Modern? I'm actually... There's been a lot of calls today to change the rules to get rid of people cascading into Tybalt. Have any of you... Why does the green screen only mess up when I'm streaming? I really don't understand that. The green screen, like... I really don't get it. So strange. Coma is definitely sweet. Well, if you're not familiar with what's going on in Modern, what, man, green screen, why you do this to me? If you're not, we have Rampant Emergent Ultimatum. We will keep. Shadow Verdict doesn't seem great here, but so what's going on in Modern is kind of the best thing that's happening is people cascading into Tibalt. Tibalt's trickery is like secondary. That's not really the main thing people are doing. People are cascading into actual Tibalt on like turn 0, turn 1, like the deck we played last week on stream. But that has become like the dominant strategy in Modern. Like that's what all the decks are doing. It does crack me up that it's Tibalt that's doing it. If it was like an Oko or a Teferi, I'd be super upset about it. But since it's Tibalt, it's actually like a little funny. I still think they probably gotta change it, change the rules, but remains the same. Welcome to the fish. He is the trickster. Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, how was everyone's weekend? Jeskai Luca. All right, opponent has removal. Boo. Well, play this. Cultivate. Snow-covered swamp, snow-covered island. Unfortunately, this ultimatum is going to be able to take our Emergent Ultimatum and make things much less exciting at the moment. This might be a long and grindy game. Oh, thank you for the cheer, by the way. I appreciate it, Goblin Master. Better or worse than Eldrazi Winter? I mean, we're like at week 1, so I wouldn't freak out too much yet just because it's so early in the format. However, I do think they're going to have to make a rule change. Oh, you got to play some Cube. Cube is so much fun. Cube is like the most fun way to play Magic. Evil Garja, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, who would have thought that it would be Tibalt that would be breaking Modern? And I guess Tibalt's trickery to a lesser extent. But who would have thought? Who would have guessed that would be the cards to break it? Opponent runs out of board, hits us. Awkward. Well, Elspeth's Nightmare. Kill a token. Snow-covered swamp. Go. Oh, we need our ultimatum. We need our ultimatum. Feels like Wizards is memeing themselves. Alright, kill. I guess I can kind of see that. Kill the Yashard. I mean, if we ever find our ultimatum, we should just win. Like, it should just literally be us winning the game if we find it. Opponent gets it, hits us. Well, Elspeth's Nightmare number 2. Keep sniping the tokens. Play the tap lad. Pass. We would like to get the duress mode. I mean, yeah, it is Tibalt that breaks it. Like, that is the synergy that breaks it, is cascading into Tibalt. But I don't know if you can get rid of... Oh, they just have one in hand. I don't know if you can just get rid of it, though. Like, that's kind of the issue, is I don't think you can just get rid of it. Opponent's going off over there. That changes if we ever draw our trickery. Well, let's Footsteps. Get a land out of our deck. Pass the turn. Opponent. Or card draw. We would accept card draw. That would be sweet. Hey, what's up, Azerbull? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Do you think that Tibalt's trickery would have been more balanced if it worked like Possibility Storm? Maybe people have to hit a spell that shared a type with it. That probably would have made it somewhat fair. I think that would have made it fair. The other option is just, whoa, gift subs for days. The other option is just to make it only hit your opponent's spells. I feel like that's the easiest solution. Well, killing Arion. Tons of gift subs from Chernata going to... that's not very helpful. Well, play Beanstalk Giant. Trio. Yo. From Chernata going out to Krenskin, Samu, BG Stilts, Tildry, Detailed, Shamir, Silver Oak, Shababa, Quiet Spiffy, and Hexagon. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Hey, Seth, can I get your thoughts on Chevelle, Bane of Monsters? I think I should say each upkeep. Instead of your upkeep, that would make it playable in Commander. I also want to make a new Chevelle. I like the character. It is a sweet character. Yeah, I guess you get to draw your card. I would also think it would be much improved if it was each upkeep. That might be That might be two. There's a Yorion. Ugh. Yeah. Huh. Our Yarions have done nothing. Like, literally nothing. We haven't had any single thing on the battlefield to make them do. Where's the good cards in this deck? We could use a good card. Opponent's like going off over there, and we are not going off. We are not doing anything, honestly. Like, even a little anything. Opponent has drawn 17 new cards. Hey, what's up, Absent Wolf? How are you? Hey, it's more lands. Okay. That's a bit disappointing. I mean, we're sticking in it because if our opponent ever... Because if we ever draw Emergent Ultimatum, we can still win. But we are an unbelievably far amount behind at the moment. Miyako Best Girl in T-shaped. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big zip for you. What's over and under on board wipes being printed in a D&D set called Total Party Kill? I mean, that could happen. Yeah. Well, this has been... All right. That was not a very good game for our deck. All we did was draw lands. We didn't do anything that entire game, even a little bit. All right. So, Shadow's Verdict, horrible, out. Eliminate, equally horrible, out. Duress, good. Agonizing Remorse, good. Mystical Dispute negates, good. Gargaroth, probably fine. Is there anything else that's just bad? Elspeth's Nightmare, seems pretty questionable. And, yeah, let's get on Bloodchief's Thirst. Alright, we're gonna like that. Hey, Seth, do you have to give Band Party another shot now that Shapeshifters are out? We'll definitely do some more partying in the future. I think Shapeshifters are definitely an interesting addition. Whether or not they're enough to make Party good, I mean, it'll answer this question. Is Party's problem that you need 4 different creature types? Or is Party's problem that you need 4 of any creature on the battlefield? Because with Changelings, it should be pretty easy to have the creature types down. But how easy is it to have any 4 creatures stick on the battlefield in Standard? That's going to be the question. Well, there's Vorinclex. Well, play the land, get a Yarion, go. Party's problem is not having payoffs. I mean, they have the tutor payoff that is good. I think that's the best payoff for a party deck. Still don't know why the green screen is being goofy at times. Florahedron. Well, blue. I mean, I guess our mana is going to be perfect in a minute. So let's Gargaroth. I got a feeling this is going to end with a removal spell. We'll see. Party's okay, but it feels like it'll get 10 times better with the D&D set. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely... Yeah, I don't know why it's being wonky. I never have issues with it. Oh my goodness, that's all you got? I never have issues with it with videos, so I don't know why it's being wonky here. Well, we will play this on black. Vorinclex. Oh, I forgot how much I love to cast Vorinclex. Attack you. Draw a card. That is a... Oh my god, another one. Oh no, we've drawn all of our Vorinclexes. About it. Takes a beating down to 10. Do you have a Wrath opponent? You need a Wrath. Your sagas will not save you. Vorinclex is here. Oh, opponent. Vorinclex is a good buy. It's hard. Yes. Oh man. Vorinclex again proving it's just too good. Too good for our poor opponent. Oh. Not bad. Not bad at all. Man, Vorinclex is so sweet. Yeah, let's do that again. That went much better. Have you saw the... that Valakuts are playing Invasion of the Giant just to get Primeval Titan out faster. Yeah, I can see how that makes a lot of sense. Hey Seth, love your videos and streams. They help me get back in Magic after 22 years. That is awesome. Welcome, T-Shaped. Glad to... Ooh. Oh man, Toski time. Squirrel power. Is the squirrel the secret? Is the squirrel the secret to standard success? We're gonna find out. Well, I mean, this deck does want to have a Vorinclex at least in the deck to find with Emergent Ultimatum. So drawing one is good. Drawing both, not as good. But do you think Kaldheim has proved itself? I would say yes. That I think Kaldheim, you know, Black, Wolfville Haven. I think Kaldheim has proved itself. Although, I will also say, I still think that Eldorade is by far the dominant set in Standard. Hey, what's up, Radiant Ashley? How are you? Good to see ya. Welcome, welcome. Wow. Do we just shock ourselves and play Toski? I think we do. Yeah? Boom. Squirrel power. No one expects the secret squirrel. What are the topics on today's podcast? Oh, come on now. Oh, come on now. Oh, no. Boo, hiss, double boo, double hiss. Liliana? Out of your million card deck, you have your Liliana to kill our squirrel? Well, so much for squirrel power. That was an embarrassment. Pona has a binding of the old gods. For being an Emergent Ultimatum deck, we're not all that good at drawing Emergent Ultimatum. I will say that's a bit of a drawback. Imagine if Vorinclex was legal in Standard with Oko. Oh my goodness, yeah, that would be really scary. Huh? Wow, Chevelle. Speaking of Chevelle, someone just asked about Chevelle. You don't see Chevelles very often, but there's a Chevelle and a Solemn. Well, we will Omen. Bottom. All right, more World Trees. Yeah. About it. Gets a lad. One, two, three, four, five. Well. Play this. Blank. World Tree. One, two, three. Well, alright, we'll keep Mystic Dispute. Pass the turn. Oh, we need the ultimatum. We need our ultimatum. About it. Oh, yes, that's right. It's only one of the many world trees. I forgot. It's not the world tree. It's just a world tree with the in its name for some reason. What's the worst case, Cascaded Tibalt or the Reed Economy? I mean, I think Cascaded to Tibalt is cute for now. But I do think that it's not something you want to be a long-term part of the modern meta. Opponent goes attacking. Well, I guess we kill Solemn. Come on, deck. Emergent Ultimatum. Emergent Ultimatum. Let's draw it. It's not. I think Prof from Tulare Community College said it best when it was spoiled. Is that it's not the world tree, or it's not the world tree. It's the world tree, which is exactly it. Yeah, kill the Chevy. Opponent takes her Soul Shatter. Nobody! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super duper for you. Yeah, the Legacy Tibalt deck was funny. It was just so all in. Like, that was a plan. That's what it's doing. For better or worse, that's what it's trying to do. Opponent to the bottom. Llanowar Visionary to draw a card. Opponent. Do we have any gods? Are there any gods in our deck? Because of you, I made a Brushway Trotsky Plow deck. Ooh. Oh no. What are they? What are they hiding away? I mean, Vorinclex is sweet, but it's also not. Can we pass it up? We probably can't. Yeah, I guess it could be Doomscar. What we really want is Emergent Ultimatum. 80 cards are so many to find what we want. Like, do we not keep this because they're hiding something away? It's always Doomscar. All right. Both to the bottom. We draw a Cultivate. Well, it thins the deck. I guess that's something. Put a land into play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, all right. Someone look at the deck list. Someone look at the deck list. Do we have gods? Jonathan Snow, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so. And Tibalt doesn't count because we only get the Velgi side. Opponent, land, crack. Oh no. Cracking of the land? 11 mana, sack a land, get a 2/1 does not seem great. Opponent hits us. Alright, we will continue to draw lands. We will pass the turn. Opponent taps. Solemn Simulacrum. Why not just make the deck 100 cards and pretend we're playing EDH on Arena? I mean, Yarion decks are pretty close. Opponent. We might have to do it at some point, but I would... Haha. That's a draw. That's a draw. That's the draw we wanted. Not the combo, but we will take a Tibalt and draw cards with Tibalt and be very happy. Oh, Tibalt comes through. I kind of want to save the Wolfville Haven to sack to Doom Foretold, but if we get desperate, we can make a wolf. Well, take it up. Oh, 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 yes. Yes, please. We would love to draw 3 cards. Yes, 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 yes. Pathway. Go. Okay. Life has gotten considerably better in the last turn. Much, much better. About it. Scryland to the bottom. Gotta hide it away from our Tibalt. Opponent hits Tibalt. Yeah, sure. Well, we will, Do we keep ticking up? We could get rid of the Solemn. You know what? Let's just keep ticking up. We want Emergent Ultimatum. That's what this has all been about. That's what it's always about. Oh, well, okay. That's fine, too. The scoop has got to be coming. It's got to be coming. It's got to be coming. We will play Binding the Old Gods. Keep killing ourselves with the Treacherous Blessing. Kill the Visionary. Pathway. Extra turn. More Tibalt action. Ooh, Gargs. Gargs too. Grab a Triome. Tibalt, take it up. Maze Mind's Tome. Lose a life, like usual. Still have not found Emergent Ultimatum, but we're doing things. Draw a card. Well, my gate's fine. Pathway. Not going to play the Gargs, because that's probably a Doomscar. Pass the Turn. No attacks. No attacks. I am brewing a janky Tybalt Lantern control deck. Ooh. What a... Alright. Yeah, we can't actually stop that. Gets our tome. I mean, as long as we have Tybalt, we're fine. Maybe this isn't a Wrath. I do not know what that is. Opponent gets in a Tybalt. Well, we will bird block. Actually, let's just chump. Bird chump, rather. Yes. I still think the Arena Economy problem is lacking good rewards. Still think that Mythics should have great... Still think that Mythics should have great rewards and should have leagues like Moto with packs and wildcards as rewards. I would like to see that as well. I mean, the Arena Economy does definitely need to be improved. That's something we've talked... No Emergent Ultimatum, but our opponent lost the will to live altogether. They scooped the match? Yeah, all right. We'll take it. We'll take it. If you kill the Skyclave before it turns, the target stays on the field. No. If you kill it before it resolves, you lose it forever. That's actually... It's got the old school wording. Mostly new-ish versions of that have been worded in a way where that's correct. But, Skyclave has the old school wording where that is actually how you blow yourself out. That's how you... Well, I mean, all right, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. How could they make the arena... Okay, for you personally... Have I ever dunked a basketball before? Back in my day, I could like just barely dunk at the peak of my basketball prowess. Today, could I touch the net? Undecided. Maybe. Might be able to get the bottom of the net. Just a flick. I guess that's fine. I used to be pretty good at basketball, but now I'm old. Kaldheim, I think, actually, I was thinking about this today because we were talking about broken cards, and it seems like Tybalt's Trickery / Tybalt are the, well, and maybe Goldspan Dragon, but those are like the broken cards, quote unquote, from Kaldheim so far. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty reasonable. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. That was a question I had. So, if you play Arena, how could Wizards make Arena more player friendly for you personally? Because I think one thing that gets missed in this conversation is what would improve Arena for me wouldn't necessarily improve it for you. So I'm curious, for you personally, what could Wizards do that would make you feel better about where Arena's at, economy-wise? Hey, what's up, Big Sticks? Rewards for not winning, I actually really like that idea. Like, have the rewards... You gotta have rewards. Rewards are necessary and good, but I do kind of wish they were not based on winning. That might open it up for people to play more jank decks or more fun decks. And I really, really, really hate... I really hate the idea that people are, like, having to play decks that they dislike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I really dislike the idea that people have to play decks that they dislike for an hour or two just to hit the rewards so they can eventually play decks that they do like. I think that's something that goes on with the trickery decks to some extent. Is it even worth epiphanying here? So in Epiphany, we could also Binding. We can Binding, get Yarion. That's probably better. Is it? Is it ever wrong to take an extra turn? The extra turn just doesn't do much at the moment, though. No Ugin to start? Okay, I can see that. I don't know if that's an economy thing, but I could see how. Oh boy. All right. Well, I guess sometimes you just draw big things and it's sweet. Although now we're gonna Binding and blow up Felidar Retreat, and then get Yarion, and then Birdia. I wish Arena had leagues like Moto. I would also appreciate that. Yeah. Ooh, the Shadow's Verdict's actually going to be good. Opponent, going to start scooting. Thankfully, we got answers to the scoot. It's going to cost us our birds, but I think it's worth it. Opponent hits us. No blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll grab a land. Oh, can we wait an extra turn? I really want to wait one more turn. How is Goldspan broken? Well, I don't want to say it's broken, like it needs to be banned or something, but I think it is a verdict now, but then we lose our board. And then they could play another one. No, all right. Birdia. I mean, how is Waiting Death, though? They just make a bunch of scoots. What does that matter? But I like my board of 1/1s. No, mutate is a good argument. I wasn't thinking green-white was a mutate version, but... Alright, yeah, you sold me. You sold me! Mutate would get us good, so... Shadow's Verdict, go. I wasn't thinking they would be playing mutate, but... Ooh. Ooh. Ah! What in the world is this deck doing? I have no idea what's happening at the moment. They have so much mana. This has got to be bad for us. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. That's a big Crawling Barrage. Yeah, putting MTGA and Magic Online together would be interesting. If Wizards could... That would mean having all the formats somewhere, though, which... I don't know. Like, the arena economy is already rough for a lot of players. I would imagine that arena economy, including... Well... I would assume that the arena economy, including also having to deal with, like, Modern, would be ridiculous. Kind of want to get Kiorib as the Sea God going. What is going on with our opponent's deck? What is happening? Does this kill us? Probably. Well, I guess no. I guess this isn't the end of the world, because we get to tap stuff down. Oh! And we get to draw Emergent Ultimatum. Oh. Wait. They're lads. Well, okay. Let's see if Emergent Ultimatum has a solution for this problem. So, what pile is most likely to win us this game? Oh boy. Okay, so it's probably Vorinclex, Valky, Elrond's Epiphany. All right, let's go with those three. I don't know if Toski does enough here. It blocks one thing, but I don't know if blocking one thing is enough. Is this non-land permanent? Oh, it's permanent, thankfully. All right, opponent, pick your poison. Pick your poison. What do you choose? I mean, no matter what they choose, we're in pretty good shape. Wow. All right, so we get Vorinclex, Alrund's Epiphany. Yeah. No attacks. Oh. Next Boom or Ashaya is the question. Ashaya's big. Next Boom, though, the mana is frightening. It probably actually is Ashaya. Go to combat. It's a lot of work for one counter. Vorinclex paying dividends again. I mean, Next Bloom can definitely get out of hand, but our opponent's going to have to chump block this turn, I think. Like, we have 16, so our opponent's going to have, like, one turn to draw something insane. And we're not going to lose to Crawling Barrens because Vorinclex is shutting it down. About it. A little chump. Takes a beating. I'll play Arion. Oh, opponent's deck is interesting. Wow, opponent's deck is spicy. I don't know if it's good, but it's spicy. Eternal, for example, has you pay 500 gold for draft. 2 cards to choose. You pick one. The value between common and uncommon is like 10-20. Is a rare how you play 7 games against the AI, and you get to keep the cards you draft plus 7 wins gives you 1,000 gold, 2 packs for a new set. That's a value farm and fun to be implemented. That is a lot of value for sure. I also wonder, do you think that it is fair to expect an established game like Wizards to be as cheap as a new game that's trying to break into the market? Like, I also wonder if part of the reason, I mean, I definitely think the arena economy should be more player friendly for sure. But I also wonder if, because Magic is so established, they can get away with charging more than some new game that's trying to bring in players. So I would be surprised if Wizards was ever as generous as like Eternal or some of the other new games. But I also think right now Arena is like arguably the most expensive of the games that it's competing with, and I don't think that's a good place to be. Yeah, I think you don't want to be the worst, that's for sure. Does Wizards have to make Arena the most generous? Probably not, because they're Magic, and if you're Eternal or whatever, you have to try to, like, somehow lure people in to try your game instead of Magic. At the same time, being, like, super expensive is also not good. Oh my god, we should have sideboarded. So opponent's got a bunch of big random things. Oh my goodness, we did not sideboard at all. Remorse in. Eliminate feels a little clunky. Actually, Shadow's Verdict feels more clunky. Eliminate, Gargaroth, Coma. All right, little bit of this, a little bit of that. We'll sideboard next game. Next game we will sideboard, I promise. Yeah, I feel like that would solve a huge amount of Arena's economy issues. Like if you could buy wild cards, I feel like that almost by itself would go a long way towards fixing things. Or if you could dust, like there's so many things like that. Yeah, hopefully we can avoid losing to Skew. I mean, we got our Ugin, so hopefully we'll be okay. Garenbrig. Alright, there's a ramp. We'll keep the land. Opponent, getting their ramp on. We actually have to think about mana this game. No World Tree yet. Pathway on black. Go. Felidar Retreat. Well, draw a card. Opponent. And, ooh, double cat. Maybe we shouldn't have taken out Shadow Verdict. I'll play this on green. Binding. Blow up the retreat. Yeah, maybe taking out Shadow's Verdict is too greedy. We might actually get scooted here. Oh, let me see Clever Side. Cleaver Side. Cleaver Side? Baby Jace Lock. Azure Elocutors. Oh, that's sweet. I haven't seen Elocutors elocuting in a long time. That's a hard against odds card from what I remember. That looks sweet. I like it. That looks super fun. Oh wait, we gotta resolve that. Okay, my bad. Hard to justify building a jank deck when I gotta spend $50 or more to get cards. That might be the thing I personally dislike the most about the Arena economy. Is it's that's your card, Betty. Rule of law action. That might be the thing I personally dislike the most. Is that it is wrong to build fun decks, essentially, because of how the economy is set up. And I don't like that aspect of it at all. Alright, let's let it go. We draw Omen of the Sea. We get a land out of our deck. It's a Triome. We play Omen of the Sea. Dig for a land. Whiff. Both to the bottom. Oh! Draw a card. Land, please, Magic Gods. Wow. We did so much work! We did so much work to find a land in the Magic Gods. No, sir, does. Well. Alright, see you, Bloodchief's Thirst. Oh, we needed that land. We really needed that land. About it. Oh, I'm very scared. Opponent hits us. Down to 15. Getting worse. Well, binding again. Kill an angel. Now we get the land, but it's probably too late now. We needed... Oh, that turn ruined it. It ruined everything. Opponent. If we beanstalk first, we... down to 6. Well, we gotta hit untap land. That is it. Opponent is playing one of the weirdest decks I have seen anyone play in this standard. No idea what's going on. Oh, World Tree. Why? Why? Oh, not good timing for that. Yeah? Well, I think that does it. Oh boy. For want of a land, that one turn where we went like 10 cards deep and did not hit a land is going to lose us this game. Yeah, all right. Huh. A subscription fee should be in the realm of what Warcraft charges, but I highly doubt Wizards would settle for that. What does Warcraft charge? All right, so what is bad? We actually got to look at our sideboard this time. Eliminate is probably not great. But Shadow's Verdict seems fine. Soul Shatter. And maybe we don't have Toski. Alright, try it like that. $15 a month? That would be incredibly generous. I mean, because right now, wow. The amount that Wizards is making, like, oh, we got our payoffs. I mean, you got to realize that Wizards is selling a single mythic wild card for more than that. Like, it's going to take a... Yeah, I don't even know. Like, the number of players that would have to join Arena to make a $15 subscription worth it for Wizards compared to charging $15 for a single wild card. Like, that's going to be a huge number. Oh my goodness, Arena, you are lovely. Oh. Why are we getting mana screwed constantly? Well, yeah. That's not a land. How about this one? Sort of a land. Well, we get to kill this Root Grazer. Oh, wow. Yeah, these missed land drops are ruining our day. Yeah, we're playing a Crim mana base this game. Draft War should probably be a little bit more beginner friendly by paying out a bit more for going 2-3. I really think Arena should have a Phantom Draft option. I'm actually, hey, what's up, Recall? I'm actually very shocked that they don't. Like, that seems like such an obvious good thing for players. And I'm pretty confused why they don't have that as an option. Like, I mentioned this on Twitter the other day. I kind of often hate Hearthstone, but I tend to do arena runs on Hearthstone, which is like Hearthstone Draft, for fun sometimes because they're super cheap. Like, it's a $1.99 to do an arena run, and you don't get to keep your cards. Yes, I know that that is a thing. That is a difference. Well, okay. Wow, this mana screw. Yeah, past the turn. Sweet for Zero! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The hilarious part is Hearthstone players think that their game is extremely unfriendly for players, which is kind of hilarious. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, the struggle for lands continues. Jeez. Wow. Alright, maybe this deck is not playing enough lands. Is that possible? About it. Gonna make some scoots. And we'll see what's hidden away. Opponent hits us for a bundle. Down to 8. We whiff on lands. We play Shadow's Verdict. Survive for the moment. Boot it. Yeah, I think that being able to disenchant cards would be a huge upside too. What do you got about it? There's the scoop. Yeah, we're just gonna lose to the mana bait. Yeah. So we're just dead, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's Magic. Sometimes you don't play. Wow. Boy, we just didn't play Magic those last 2 games. I feel like we should be like close to 100% to win that matchup, but the Magic gods determine who wins and who loses, and that game they determined that we would be the loser and not actually play. Oh, they have Crawling Barons and also Gargaroth. So sweeping away the 1/1s don't actually save us there. If anyone wants a cheaper, better alternative to Hearthstone, I recommend Cards. Kards. What is the best? What is your favorite non-Magic, non-Hearthstone, non? Do we exclude Runeterra? Maybe, I don't know. I hear about Runeterra a lot. Outside of the big ones, are there any other good ones? I mean, the mana base doesn't seem that bad. I feel like we probably just got super unlucky that game. We'll see. I mean, if it keeps being a problem. Eternal is pretty good. I mean, I like a lot of the people that work on Eternal. The Sand should not have land troubles as long as we can. All right, more Yarian piles. As long as we can hit a land, we should be fine. I mean, if we Omen of the Sea and whiff, then we cry, but Shadowverse? NK Mitch, hey Seth, happy to run to you at stream. Hopefully the bad running turns around. Good or bad running, we can still have fun, Mitch. Thank you. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup here for you. Thank you. Gwent, Turtle, and Elder Scrolls have good fouling. I've heard the name of all of those. Yeah, I mean, I only really play Magic outside of I play a tiny bit of Hearthstone. Just, I find arena runs to be kind of relaxing and something different. So, every once in a while I do that, but... opponent, LAN. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, we're definitely... There's no way this is going to fail us. No way. Omen of the Sea's got us. We're good. We're going to be good, I promise. Ooh. Red mana. All right, Omen of the Sea. I don't think my... when was my headset busted? Like a long time ago? Yeah, like a year ago or 6 months ago, whatever it was. Yes, I did get a new one, thankfully. All right, well, we'll take the World Tree. Would have preferred untapped, but we didn't specify. Ooh, Duel Masters on Game Boy Advance. Old school. I mean, this is a deck that did well in SCG, so hopefully it's functional. It was for someone at one point. But maybe it's too land light. Well, pass the turn. Maze Mind's Home can dig for lands at least. We will set our stop super early, because Arena does not like late stops. Well, we will scry. We will keep a land for sure. Yeah, there goes our tome. Well, we got a scry out of it. Hey, Seth, what was your first thing you played when you picked up guitar? Oh, my goodness. It might have been Smoke on the Water. I'm trying to remember. That was a long time ago. It was something like that. Something like super simple. Something super simple. It might have been Smoke on the Water. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, thank you. For the hair compliment, Spank. Hey, what's up, monster? Alright, so we need to get our ramp on, I think. Cultivate. Doesn't really matter, we got a World Tree, so grab whatever. Play the land, pass the turn. All right, mana's coming together. Squirrel in hand. Yeah, it was probably smoke on the water. I definitely, when I was first playing guitar, there was definitely tons of, like, Nirvana was one. Trying to think, who else do you play a lot when you're first learning? Definitely played a ton of Nirvana. Nirvana is pretty easy. You learn how to play bar chords, and you can kind of play a lot of Nirvana. It is sort of a squirrel deck. Squirrely. Squirrel-ish. 1, 2, 3. Well, let's play this. Get rid of a 1/1. Well, that makes things a little worse. Well, kill the dork, play the land, beanstalk giant, get a land. Well, I mean, if we find Emergent Ultimatum, we're in business. We are in business. We have a new donation from... Oh, Pink Floyd's another good one. Although, some Pink Floyd songs can be a little bit harder. They have all the, like, synthy, keyboardy stuff, so... Wish You Were Here. That one is definitely a classic first-time guitar player song. Majora did nothing wrong. Hey, Seth, thanks for featuring my deck on Fish Tank. You and Reddit gave me some feedback, added more interaction. It's the most fun I've had in Magic with a while. Ooh, well, Majora, thank you for the donation, and that definitely looks super fun. Historic World Tree combo. Oh, we might have to give it a shot one of these days. Opponent going off. Why are they doing this on our upkeep? Oh, they're doing this in response to the Elspeth Nightmare. I see. 2 cards to the top. We will take... Well, this deck has just a little bit of everything going on. Take the Heartless Act. They have another Yarion to redo all this stuff. Oh, my God. Well, play the land. Yarion. Well, kill a thing. Don't want you, don't want you. Really want Emergent Ultimatum, like usual. Or a land. Fast the turn. You think Guns N' Roses would be fairly popular to learn? Oh, they probably are. I've just never been a big Guns N' Roses fan, so I didn't learn them, but it probably is a good one. We're hitting the lands now. That's true. The land trouble's no longer a thing. Oh, Metallica, that's another good one. Metallica, they have some cards that are... Wow. All right, gonna kill the Arions. Gets and hits us. I mean, Pone's just gonna have an insane Yarion turn, though, if we keep drawing nothing. Like, for example, eliminates. That counts as nothing. Well, play Toski. Opponent's just going to draw an infinite number of cards, though. Like, it's so bad. Opponent says, nice. Thank you, opponent. We appreciate the kind words. Pass the turn. Oh, dear. Sex the food to draw a card. It's a land. Attacks into our squirrel. We will kill it. Go to 12. Well, here comes Yarion. Yarion. Sure. Opponent blinks it all. Can we overcome this amount of card draw? Not sure. Yeah. So opponent gets a food, makes tokens. Ponder, or preordains, to the top. So we're going to be able to deal with the creatures, but is that going to matter? Well, Soul Shatter, get rid of Yarion. Untap, draw nothing. Exile the graveyard. Shadow Verdict, kill the dorks. Toski, please draw us a real card. We need a real card. Well, that is a real card for the future. If there's no counters, we'll see. Pathway, go. Well, we'll see. Does our opponent have counters? They got blue mana. They've drawn a ton of cards. Archon of Sun's Grace, okay. Fable Passage cracks it. All right, Emergent Ultimatum time. It is almost time. Toski Mutate does sound sweet. Maybe we'll have to revisit Mutate with it. Opponent, go draw some cards. I mean, hopefully the Emergent Ultimatum will be enough. It really depends on if it gets countered, I think. Opponent draws a land. We have a new donation from Booster Therapy. $5 donation. Wow, that's all they're doing? Oh, maybe we do have this easy. Wow, I mean, if that's all our opponents got, I'm pretty happy about things. Can we please make the opponent scoop it up? We're going to try right now by casting Emergent Ultimatum and taking Velki, taking Vorinclex, and taking... I kind of want card draw is the third option. I kind of want Seagate. Seagate Restoration. Is Seagate Restoration better than a extra turn? I kind of think it is. Well, we might not get I don't think we're going to get the Tibalt. I'm assuming that's a card we don't get. The tokens do draw us cards. All right, you sold me. You sold me, all right. The tokens drawing card is what got me. All right, opponent. What do you choose? Oh! All right, cast Tibalt. Cast Vorinclex. Wow. Yeah, that is an oops. That is an oops. That is also a Tibalt Ultimate. Too bad we exiled our opponent's graveyard. Still not bad. We will Soul Shatter. Get rid of that Archon. We will hit you and draw some cards. Oh, okay. I think we got him now. Draw 2 cards. Squirrel power. Now we have like 40 cards in hand. We will... Yeah, let's just cultivate. Set up for the... Only 1 land. Alright. Get a land. Play a land. Yeah, pass the turn. That was a good turn. That was a good turn. Autumn Jake for the 48th month. Welcome. Opponent just said oops. They let us instantly ultimate a Tibalt. They said oops. That is an oops. Autumn Jake for the 48th month. 4 years. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I do play faster when I get excited. I mean, at the same time, I think part of it too is when you get to the position where you know you can't lose, then it's easy not to think about it anymore. Like when you're like, when it's really close and you're not sure what way you're going to go, the game's going to go, then I feel like I sometimes play slower and try to think about it. But after you like ultimate the Tibalt and you have 20 cards in hand, like how much do your decisions really matter at that point? Like I know they do, like from a purely like super spiky percentage or whatever. Like I know that they do matter, but it doesn't always feel like it. Like sometimes it feels like you're just so far ahead that I do what I want. Do you think that Toski can make the old boggles? Wait, old boggles, like modern boggles, or like standard boggles? Live fast, punt hard, die young. That might be my Magic tattoo. I've been trying to I've been trying to come up with a good Magic tattoo, and that might be it. What are we cutting? Does eliminate doesn't do much, does it? All right, let's bring in a Mystic Dispute. Leave a live fast, pull hard, die young, leave a pretty corpse. McFly. Do you think they're releasing too many standard sets in 2021? Welcome to the Fishbowl, by the way. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. That's a good question. I don't know. We have never in the history of Magic, I don't believe, had 5 standard sets in a year. Is that too many? Is that going to be a bad thing? Is it going to be a positive? I don't think we know at this point. Like, I just think we don't know. Boy. All right. Yarion Wars Take 2. There are a lot of Yarion decks these days. They're moving the winter set to December instead of January. Wait, is that actually confirmed, DMG? Or is that just speculation? I mean, if they're just moving the winter set up a month, like, that isn't a big deal. That's kind of exactly the same as always. So if they're just moving the winter set up a month, then whatever. If they're actually adding in a 5th set, and there's going to be 2 Innistrads and then another winter set, that would be interesting and something that we've never experienced before. All right, so coming up this year in Magic, oh man, it's a busy year. It should be starting the end of this month. Is it Squirrel Power time? I think it's Squirrel Power time. So coming up the end of this month, we should start spoiler season for Time Spiral Remastered. So that should be releasing in March. Spoilers should start the end of February. Then after we get through Time Spiral Remastered, we will have Strixhaven, I think it's April, it is releasing. Then we have the D&D set, which should be June-ish. Ooh, this is going to be a good turd. And then we have Modern Horizons in what I would assume is August. We don't have all the official release dates. And then we're going to have 2 Innistrad sets this fall. I assume the first one is September, and then I'm really not sure what this exact schedule is. But we have double Innistrad coming in the fall. So yeah, it is going to be a wild year of Magic. And Toski getting in there drawing us those cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we have the mana to cast? All right, Gilded Goose. Green, green, green. Black, black. Oh my goodness. Oh. I feel like they probably have counters. Green, green, green. Blue, blue, black, black. Wow. Wow. If we could resolve Emergent Ultimatum, we got him. We could also just Binding. That might be better. Or Liliana. Huh. Let's Binding. See if we can bait out a counter. Alright, opponent counters. Well, snag Yarion. Pass the turn. Opponent, Omen of the Sea. Sure. Do we expect kobolds in the D&D set? I mean, you probably know better than I do. Like, I know very little about D&D. I know, the basic stuff that they have. Some of the card types, the same creature types that we have in Magic. Opponent blows up Binding the Old Gods. And passing. Well, we will play Liliana. Kill Gilded Goose. Gotta get the squirrel value. We need the squirrel value. So what are you expecting the D&D set? I'm expecting, like, more party tribes. I don't know, though. Like, it sounds like they're going to try to... It's a crossover set, so it sounds like they're going to try to be very D&D-y. But I don't know that much about D&D. Yeah, alright. Hide this away. I mean, I assume our opponent would like to Yorion if they have one in hand. Blank, blank, kill. I mean, the problem for our opponent is if they tap out, we have the ultimatum. Binding. Leaving up blue mana. Okay. Oh! Okay. Let's emerge. Vorinclex. Alrund's Epiphany. And Velki. Alright, opponent. You can get rid of one. What do you say? Can we get an oops? Come on, opponent. One more oops. One more oops. Doesn't even want to make the choice. Opponent just said no. Del Roas for the 52nd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat. They run away. Emergent Ultimatum. Too good. All right. I mean, the deck's kind of, it's clunking along and doing. Ooh, a pack? Man, I've opened so many packs and I still don't have all the cards I need. How much Dragon? What is Dragonlance? Are there any? Okay, so here's an interesting question. I don't know D&D lore. This is if you know D&D, I'm sure that some of you know D&D. My question is, if you look at Kaldheim cards, a lot of them are referencing specific things, like various gods and the hammers of Thor, and like a lot of these have real-world references. Yes, it's not the same exact name, but really the flavor, the designs, they're based on actual characters from like Nordic mythology or whatever. What is the D&D? I don't know magic lore. That is also true, Nietzsche. But what is the D&D equivalent? Like, are there famous, are there like Yawgmoths and Nicole Bolases, and do those type of characters exist in the D&D world? Like, are there the equivalent of what, Yawgmoth is to magic, or what the gods are to Nordic mythology? So what would you be expecting from that perspective? Like, obviously there's going to be elves or bards or the creature types I expect we're going to see more of. But are there any characters as a D&D fan that you're just like, they got to make a magic version of this card? Like, if they don't make a magic version of this whole crossover is for nothing. Like, they shouldn't even done it if this card doesn't show up. Strahad? Okay, Driz. I don't know what any of these words mean. I assume if I was a D&D player, I would. Xanthar. Chithuzu. We have a new donation from $3 donation for Booster Therapy. Seth, me and a buddy are doing some speculation on Trusty for Commander. Think it will be a green staple. Thoughts? Yes. I think it has a chance to be a green staple. Whoa! So yeah, I think, I try to stay away from doing too much speculation because, primarily because of the position I'm in, where for me, the easiest way to deal with speculation is just not to get involved in it, because when you make content and old budget magics increase prices, like, it could give the appearance of something sketchy going on. So for me, I just stay out of speculation. But I do think that is a reasonable bet that'll be a green staple in Commander. We have a huge donation. Oh my goodness, Cyper Dog, $100 donation. Whew. Been watching the channel since 2015. Thanks for making the best MTG content on YouTube and Twitch. Well, Kip Dog, thank you so much for the ridiculously huge donation. Thank you. Definitely appreciate it. Hearing you all excitedly talk about D&D cards and D&D characters is actually making me a little bit more excited for the set. Thank you again for the donations. Thank you so much. And the kind words too. And the Cheer Goblin Master. Appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, that was one of the sets that I was least excited for. Not because I think it's bad, just because I don't really care about D&D. Like, that's just not my thing. But just other people's excitement for it is kind of getting me a little bit excited. Okay, so next question, chat. Not that I'll actually do this, but if I did want to do it, and maybe I'll actually do it, but let's say I wanted to learn it's a lot of lands. Let's say I wanted to learn just a tiny bit about D&D lore. What would you recommend as far as me checking out? Oh, this giant killer's bad. All of this is bad. Are we dead? So we can kill the Scalds. We Gargaroth. I guess Gargaroth at least pinches their mana. If they're going to tap it down, they're not going to be able to cast much. That's probably our best bet. Forgotten Realms has a decent wiki. Ooh, okay. Wikis are easy. Unlikely that I actually read novels because I've never even read the Magic novels, and and I'm way more invested in Magic than I am in D&D. But just to get an overview about what's coming, because I really think, ooh, all right, there's Crushy Crusherton, grows a dork. We got another new donation from Dane Wildfire, probably better known as Doug. Oh, goodness. Drizzt is a good hero from an evil race, from Drow or Dark Elves. His archenemy is a human assassin named Artemis. I've had several epic battles. They've had several epic battles in the Forgotten Realm novels. Also, the hope is that Elmnister, a powerful mage, would be in a Planeswalker. Okay. That sounds interesting. Oh, DZ MTG coming in with the big raid, 125. Welcome, DZ. Thank you so much. Hello, Raiders. We're just learning about D&D and also playing a bit of Magic too. So they're gonna tap. Well, go to combat. Make him tap. Yeah. Binding. Kill the Usher. Oh, we need that sweeper. We need the sweeper. We need it now. Showdown of the Skulls is really strong. Thank you so much for the raid again. Thank you. There's Bone Crusher. Grows the Dork. Opponent goes attacking. Hits us. No blocks. I'll get a land out of the deck. I mean, maybe we got a shot. Go to combat. The problem is we're dead to a Bone Crusher. Play the land. Oh, can we survive a turn? We need one turn. One turn without dying. Land. Maul. Please put it on the Bone Crusher. Okay. Opponent. Alright, no bird spell. No bird spell. Down to one. Oh, yeah, Omen. I mean, if they got Bone Crusher, we're not gonna beat it because we're tapping out next turn anyway. Bottom and bottom. Ooh, wow, we found our Shadow's Verdict. Okay. This is interesting now that we drew this removal. Go to combat. Opponent taps. Ooh, okay. So, is there a guaranteed way to win here? Or not lose? And not time out? So I think it's Vorinclex. Well, Oh man, we're gonna time out, aren't we? So we can get Bloodchief's Thirst. Okay, that works. Vorinclex, Elrond's Epiphany, and Valky. I think this works. Yes, yes, yes. We use a timeout. All right, your choice, opponent. I think that's enough. Because if we get an extra turn, that's fine. If we get an ultimate... Okay, this works. So cast this. Tibalt half. Cast Vorinclex. So we get Vorinclex. We get Tibalt. We ultimate Tibalt. We get 3 mana. Oh, wait. Does this not work? Oh, no. This isn't going to work. Oh, we're going to time out. Yeah, the problem is we can't cast the Eliminate. So they can just equip it to this and then we still lose. Well, I guess, well, Bone Crusher. I guess Stomp does it. All right, kill. I guess that's fine. All right, well, no Bone Crusher. No, we're good. Oh, for some reason, I was forgetting that we could cast the Stomp half of Bone Crusher. I was focused on, oh no, we can't cast Eliminate because Tibalt's not fixing our mana for it, but we were good. There was a plan. I just forgot the plan for a minute. When we did it, I knew we were going to be good, but then I briefly forgot about Bone Crusher and focused on Eliminate for some reason. Honestly, you should really give D&D a go. Online sites like Roll20 are really great. I played a tiny bit. We actually did a long time ago, like 3 or 4 years ago now, a D&D series on the YouTube channel. Because Tomer loves D&D. And that was when Tom was doing Commander Clash, and Tom also loves D&D. So me and Richard joined them and did an Innistrad D&D crossover adventure. So I've played D&D, I want to say twice. I want to try it at some point. A quick reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some Magic cards, you get them at cardkingdom.com. I guess we need to sideboard as well. Eliminates, Shadow's Verdicts. Elder Gargaroths go down. Hopefully expensive things. So we'll trim a Toski. We will go down a... But no, I wanna at some point try D&D when it's not for content. Just for fun. Because what my experience was when we were doing it for content, I just don't feel like I'm a very good actor. And I felt like that's what's required to make a sweet D&D series. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so doing it not for content would be interesting. Let's try something like that. Yeah, we'll go down into Epiphany. I don't think we want to cut too many because we do want it for our Emergent Ultimatum piles. Need to play Bard. Yeah, that would be... When I played it, it was also, like, super basic level because both me and Richard were brand new. So it was pretty, like, intro level D&D. I don't remember what it's called. Like, when you make your characters, there's different levels or something. But we were playing at a low level where a lot of the work was done for us just because we didn't know what we were doing. We have a bunch of gift subs. Whale Lord handing out gift subs to I'm Incredible, Orange Scissors, Vulcan Stash, Arudis, and Bradford OK. Pre-made characters. That sounds about right. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, Pathway on blue. Go. Opponent. Well, let's see how far behind we are by the time we can cast the Shadow's Verdict. Yeah, maybe I'll have to give it another go at some point. Ah! Robber the Rich. Let's... Alright. Steals are one Ugin. Black mana is going to be an issue. Bottom and bottom, I guess? Alright, we get a Gargaroth anyway. Ugh, another Usher of the Fallen. Might have played that path. Might have played our pathways wrong. Probably should have played this on. Oh boy, here they come. Stealing our stuff. It's an eliminate. We take infinite. Well. Kill the Robber of the Rich. And die. Yeah, sure. Oh, should have played that pathway the opposite way. That was the issue. Not having black mana really screwed things up. I once bought a Magic collection that came with a large cycle D&D book, sold on eBay for a decent amount. That's sweet. I didn't know. Is there like D&D finance? Is that a thing? the D&D cards. Okay, this hand seems decent. We can deal with this. This makes blue. All right, so Swamp, go. I mean, we got removal. If we can get to the Shadow's Verdict, it's insane. It's so good. Ooh, more mana. Okay. Well, land, go. All right, I like where this is headed. Some old D&D books are beloved and out of print and can be sold for a fair amount. So there is sort of in its own weird way D&D finance. Yeah, we'll keep both of those. Might as well. Opponent passes. Snow-covered forest, go. Yeah, here we go. Draken! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I think you and other goldfish is enough of characters. Ooh, Bassery Cat. Huh. Alright. Was not really expecting Bassery. Omen of the Sea. Go diggin'. Enough characters you don't need to act. In fact, I think it's often detriment to the experience of people trying to make silly voices, trying to act as something they have no experience with. Oh, that makes sense. That was kind of my experience. Is the acting part was the intimidating part for me. Opponent gonna make tokens, gonna Bassery. Hits us. Well, Seagate Restoration. Yarion. Yo. Alright, Shadow's Verdict. We're trusting in you, buddy. No joke, one thing that helped me with acting was choosing a color combo for my character. Alright, Robber the Rich, gonna steal stuff. It's an Omen of the Sea. We go to 9. Cast the Omen of the Sea. Well, we shall see. 1 to the top. Well, play this on black. Shadow's Verdict. Get rid of the dorks for now. And get rid of Basri. That's one of the better Shadow Verdicts we've cast. You don't get Planeswalkers very often in Standard. Yeah, maybe the pre-made characters made it harder for that too. Opponent, Usher the Fallen, Usher the Fallen. Robber, oh my goodness, Robber the Rich. Again. Green, black, black, blue, blue, green. We're short on green for Ultimatum. Elspeth's Nightmare. Kill Robber the Rich. I'll play this on green. Pass the turn. Ooh, I don't know if it's going to be enough. It might be too slow. Found it. Land. Maul the Skyclave. Well, I guess that's the one we kill. Alright. We take 2. Make that 3. Yeah. Ooh, alright. Bone Crusher in hand. Play Arion. Blank, blank, blank. We don't have the mana for Ultimatum. We need triple green and we don't have it. So we can't Ultimatum, so we have to try to piece it together without Ultimatum. Yeah, that's a question. I guess it's worth it. So what's going to happen? We're going to kill the Luminarch Aspirant. I guess we get to dig for a green source to Emergent Ultimatum. We're going to have to chump this with Yarion. Yeah, alright. Valky it is. Get rid of Bone Crusher. Pass the turn. Get our stuff back. Wow, this game ended up being super close. We want untapped green source. Well, actually, this is a fallback. We'll keep that. Okay. Yes, that's an untapped green source. Okay. Well, let's see if our opponent can kill us. Pass the turn. About it. I mean, once Emergent Ultimatum resolves, we should be good. Sure. Opponent attacks. Well, we will Yarion jump. Untap. Take a peek. Giant Killer. I'll play this on green. Emergent Ultimatum. We will take. I think the traditional pile of Alrund's Epiphany, Valky, Vorinclex. Oh, alright. Opponent. Up to you. Up to you, bud. Alright, we get Vorinclex. We get Elrond's Epiphany. So opponent does survive. Hit ya. Maybe? Do they survive? Down to 12. We untap. We go to combat. We hit ya. Down to 2. Pathway on black. Pass the turn. In all honesty, chat, that is a putt. That is a putt. In all honesty, I never cast Valky. I guess it has more text. It has more text down at the bottom, doesn't it? I never cast it. Who cast Valky? In my mind, it's Tivol, and then once in a while, this random creature that's pretty bad ends up showing up. I've read that. I can quote you the whole Tivol side, but the Valky side, it's like I don't know. It's like a bad kite sail freebooter that only gets creatures. Like, who cares about that? I mean, I guess we could have won a turn earlier, but I mean, why win now when you can win a few turns from now? That's my motto, along with live fast, punt hard, die young. my new motto that just started today. I mean, you gotta live up to the motto. I don't have any pack codes, Mr. Purple Kaiser. I would give you one if I did. I think it's because I just saw, I think it was Scryfall, actually did an article counting the words of cards and determined that Kaldheim was the wordiest set that we've had so far. So I blame Wizards, really. Like, there's just too many words on cards these days. That's who really has time? Who really has time to who really has time to read all the text Wizards puts on cards? Ooh, Triome. Well, we will get our ramp on. Get to Mr. T. Green. I feel like I just always need a World Tree with this deck, so I don't have to think about the mana costs. That's what we're missing is a World Tree, so we can turn off our brain. Punt hard. That would be a good unset card. Ooh, opponent's also ramping. Alright, I think our plan is Foretell, Snow-Covered Swamp, Elspeth's Nightmare. So we can duress extra turn. And then maybe something? Terror of the Peaks. Well, opponent has Genesis. Oh boy, that's a lot of Terror of the Peaks. Many terrors. Well, Elrond's Epiphany, get an extra turn. Exile. Play a land. Kiora Best the Sea God. No attacks. But opponent's got double terror. 2 terrors. About it. Ooh, Goldfish Hoodie. That's I will have to ask Richard if we can do hoodies. I would also love a Goldfish Hoodie. I will do what I can. Because I would like a goldfish hoodie too. Oh, we're super dead, aren't we? Opponent hits us. Well, ultimatum off the top. This is where Shadow's Verdict is not good. Well, actually, we're not dead. Pathway. Blue, blue, green, 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 black, black. Well, they can't. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. They don't have enough mana to Stomp, Bone Crusher, and Lovestruck. I kind of feel like we just got to draw cards. I mean, I know I always feel like that, but I don't think making another 8/8's that good. Well, yeah. All right. All right. Savastosky. Opponent. 5, 10. Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, just kidding. I guess we're just dead in multiple ways. I mean, we're not. I don't know how that's a punt because there's no way we survive, but. Yeah, 2 Terror of the Peaks that's a high number. That's a big number of Terror of the Peaks. What do we do about that? We have all this removal that doesn't kill Terror of the Peaks. We're drawing all these like Shadow Verdicts, and our opponent just doesn't care. That's pretty awkward. What did I calculate? I was just considering the math on one Terror of the Peaks, where they would have had 9, but I mean with 2 Terror of the Peaks, then we're just dead to like literally everything. We had to hope our opponent forgot to cast their cards. that was our out. Asika and Turgid are sisters? Ooh, I didn't know that. I'm doing well, Snarky McDuck. How are you? Yeah, I'm really frightened to Terror the Peaks. Eliminate, but at the same time, like, Shadow Verdict does kill stuff. Apparently they got a lot of adventures. Agonizing Remorse seems fine. Dispute seems good. Elspeth's Nightmare seems bad. Or relatively bad. We'll go 2 Shadow's Verdicts. Well, alright. Here we go. I mean, Terror of the Peaks has ended up being decent in the right decks. Elder Gargaroth, I still feel like is more fringe than anything. It is a sweet card, though. Hey, how's the bike ride, Zach? We've been doing pretty well, I think, overall. Play this on blue. Go. Ooh, nice. New personal best. Awesome. Hey, Seth, what about an Absent Historic deck that uses 7 mana black-white card, 3 mana, makes all legendary permanents to grab Vorinclex and some Planeswalkers in one go? Ooh. I like the sounds of that. That sounds cool. Now let's cultivate. Snow-covered, whatever, and whatever, because we got World Tree. Pass the turn. I mean, we got a lot of big stuff in hand. Opponent. Land. Well, snow-covered forest. Footsteps. Wow. They actually spent a dispute on that? That's a win. That is a win for us. Opponent. Land. Ed. Also cultivates. Well, I mean... Hard to pass up Vorinclex. But then we don't have Emergent Ultimatum mana. I'm not sure what's better here. Yeah, hey, what's up, Grateful Dead? Baneslayer makes me a little sad. Baneslayer was so good when it came out, and now it's not. I mean, we probably just got to do it. Yeah. I mean, hard to pass up 6 free damage. It makes next turn a little more awkward if we don't draw an untap land, but... Island. Tear the Peaks. Well, we can kill that at least. Kill Terror. Play the tap land. Liliana. Ultimate it. Put you to 1. Woo! Vorinclex! I still don't know why Vorinclex is not just universally beloved. Like, why haven't other people figured out how busted Vorinclex is yet? I've been preaching it for 2 weeks now. Oh. Terrier the Peaks. Yeah, that's the dog version. Oh. Can we haste up yet? Oh, we haven't played haste yet. I've played some games with the haste deck for fun, and I mean, I think it's decent. It's just got all the busted hate cards. Unfortunately, I think the dinosaur is actually not good. That's one of the most exciting cards in the deck, but it has not been one of the most successful cards in the deck. Run it back. Question for you, Jet. What time of stream is best for you? One thing I've noticed recently is that our Monday streams tend to be our most popular streams. And I don't know if that's because everyone's got nothing to do on Monday, or if people just like the afternoon stream time better. Because if people are just like, yeah, it's much easier for me to watch you in the afternoon Eastern time rather than in the middle of the night Eastern time, maybe it would be wise to do more afternoon streams and less night streams. Because when we initially started doing the streams, the thought was, I guess we were actually pretty US biased, I guess, because we were like, well, if we do it at 6 Eastern, maybe some of the West Coast people will actually be out of work and be able to see it, but maybe that's thinking too North American-y, and we should be thinking about the rest of the world that wants to watch streams. Well, kill the Innkeeper. Ship the turn. Yeah, I'm sure it's way better for Europe. That might actually just be the whole answer. It might be that, oh my goodness, that is a lot of Innkeepers. That might just be the answer that this is a better time for Europe. Well, maybe I'll think about it. Monday is so much better. Where are you from, Jank Jesus? Like, are you US or European? Well, okay, so I know it's way better for... hey, greetings from United States, Averdy. I know it's way better for, more removal. For European viewers. That makes sense to me. However, is it way worse for North American viewers? Like, if you're from North America, would having more afternoon streams, would that decrease your odds of watching because you're going to be at work or something? Boy, we've had to spend a lot of removal spells on Innkeepers. So many. Or maybe that's the other thing I didn't realize when I started doing this. So many people just watch at work. Have you heard about Flesh and Blood? I have heard about it just because Channel Fireball is supporting it now. And I've heard, like, how old is Flesh and... Oh, that's bad. Eldarine! How old is Flesh and Blood? Has that game been around for a long time? Because I was watching... Oh, that's something I was going to ask you the other stream that we didn't get to. Opponent with the early GG because they're a nice, respectful opponent. Another early GG. Boy, I really hope we ultimate. I really. Goodness. How were the cards so expensive? They were doing this box. They do this box opening thing on CFP now. And apparently, is it Flesh and Blood that has cards that are worth absurd amounts of money? Yeah, we would not get rid of all the later streams. Yeah, it kind of blows my mind because it's not that old. How is this your 2-year-old game have cards that are worth $4,000? They just didn't print the first print run enough? Is that kind of the... Is that kind of the TLDR? They just didn't print it enough? Wow. So that's something I wanted to ask. I started to ask this on one of the last streams to feel y'all out and see if it was something you were interested in, but I didn't actually get to it. So basically what CFB has started doing is they will have an expensive old box. Like they did a Legends one. That's the one that I saw. So they had a box of Legends, and you could pay so much money to get a slot in that box and like get one of the packs essentially, or even a part of the pack where they would open up the pack, and if you paid $90 or something, you were like card number 1, and they'd randomize it first. So for a lower price, you'd have some shot at getting some crazy. This is Magic Arena that we're playing. Of getting some crazy expensive Legends card. Or they did like collector's boosters type things. But yeah, that's what I was wondering if... oh no, we're discussing Magic again. Oh, also Flesh and Blood was the other one we were discussing. But yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, would you... Let's say we buy a... I don't know, collector's booster box of Kaldheim, for example. We buy a collector's booster box of Kaldheim. And the idea is that we open it on stream, and you can donate whatever the cost of a pack plus shipping would be. So $20, $25, whatever it is, and then you'd get sent the cards from that pack. Would that be something that would be interesting, or would you absolutely not care? Would it be fun? I mean, it wouldn't be something that we did every stream or anything. It would be like a special random thing. I think like Rudy from Alpha Investments does some stuff like that, where it's kind of like, hey, this person paid for this box, but I'm going to open it on my YouTube channel and send it to him. Not a big fan of the idea. Could be a good fundraiser. Yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, my thinking was to try to do it not to make money, if that makes sense. Like, rather than try to make money off of it, just to do it to be like a fun, different stream. So I was mostly thinking to if we did do it, to try to price it just like at actual cost. Like, this is how much it costs to get the actual packs, and plus however much it costs to ship it to people. Not as a thing to make profit. Like I think like the CFB thing, I think the goal is to like make a profit. Why not just have people send you their product to open? That could be interesting. Ugh. Alright, opponent has removal. Well, let's ramp. And Yarion. I think this might be a mirror. Our opponent might be playing the same exact deck as us. Yeah, it could be an interesting fundraiser idea. I kind of like that. Old stuff would be rad, maybe not newer. And rather than card slots, whole packs, that's what I was kind of thinking. Is like, just donate enough to cover the cost of a pack, and then we open the pack, and then you get everything from the pack, essentially. Ooh, wait. Green. Ooh, Mystic Dispute. Green. Do we just go for it? Green, blue. Green, green, blue, black. YOLO. YOLO the ultimatum. I mean, if it resolves, it's insane. Yeah, alright, YOLO. Oh, they have it. You can tell right away because there's a pause. Oh my goodness. Maybe they have a removal spell. Wow. They had something, or they're in full control. Well, we will take Vorinclex. I mean, get the pile. Elrond's Epiphany. And last but not least, a little bit of Tybalt action. All right, opponent. What do you say, hippie? Oh, there were alpha booster boxes, and oh man, everyone makes this mistake. They're alpha booster boxes, and they are ridiculously expensive. Vorinclex, Tybalt. And opponent scoops it up. Was trying to figure out what to do with the Tybalt. Opponent made the decision for us. Out of here. Is the Mastery Pass worth the value? Yes, with an asterisk. If you need random cards from older sets, then I think it has value. If you value cosmetics, it also has value. I'm like probably one of the rare people where I'm not sure that it has enough value for me because I tend to have all the cards from the older sets. So if I open a pack of like Zendikar Rising now, it doesn't really do anything for me other than give me a tiny bit of gems. And I don't really care that much about the cosmetics. So I think for me, I'm like on the fence whether it's worth it. But for most people, you get back more than you put in, and triply so if you care about cosmetics. Like if you care about cosmetics, it is 100% worth it. If you don't care about cosmetics, I think it's still worth it for the amount of packs and golden gems you get in individual card rewards. Unless you're someone who's like the whale who needs all the cards for content, then it goes down in value if you already have all the cards from old sets. Duress is in, Remorse in. Shadow's Verdict seems not great. Dispute seems good. Eliminate, probably not worth it. It's a hard deck to sideboard with. We just have so many random cards. Actually, maybe it's one Toski. All right, try it like that. Draft token is big game. That's 1,500 gems. Yeah, that's a nice bonus too. Although I tend to never use it. I think I have at least one, maybe two. I'll have to look. I know I have at least one draft token though. Ooh, a Modern Horizons box. Ooh, I have not seen anyone play Path to the World Tree. A Modern Horizon box before MH2 would be sweet. MH2 is still the set that I am most excited for this year. I mean, assuming they fix the cascading to Tybalt issue, which is currently a big thing in Modern, which I think they will. How do you think they should fix that? Do you have opinions, chat? What would you like to see about the cascade problem? Is Yarion really needed? Yarion has not been very impressive, honestly. It's okay. There's been some games where it's been okay, but I have not been overly impressed with Yarion. Oh, Duress is good. Errata Cascade. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, is it better to try to do something about Cascade? That's the interesting part of it, because there's like two issues. One is cascading into Tybalt, and then oddly, the other is cascading into Tybalt's Trickery. Right now, cascading into Tybalt is like the legit thing, and Trickery is like the fringe thing that we'll see if it's actually good enough. doing something about Cascade would fix both of those issues at once. Like, in theory, I guess it wouldn't fit. I guess it would depend on how you worded it. But if you banned all the Cascade cards, then you wouldn't have to worry about either deck, let's say. On the other end, just errating the MDFCs seem like an easy option. Have them be... I mean, I guess you could just explicitly disallow them from working with Cascade, or you could just make them have the combined converted mana cost, although that would have other impacts. Like if they're like, okay, MDFC is actually the sum of its two mana costs, which is what they did with split cards, essentially. If they did that, then you couldn't, like, Valky in your Lurus deck, let's say. It'd probably still be worth it. Like, the pretty fringe implications, but there are some implications. Well, let's keep scrying. Epiphany to the bottom for now. Take her beats. Draw land. Well, let's ramp. Green, green, green. Black, black, blue. Alright, take that. Snow-covered forest. See if the coast is clear. Oh, the coast is very clear. Alright. Well, I think odds are in favor of us winning the game next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Green, green, green. Blue, blue, black, black. Yeah, that looks like game to me. Is the white weenie deck good? The best versions I have seen are Boros, I think, for Showdown of the Skalds. But yes, I think they are good. Personally, I think the Boros builds are better because I think Showdown is like busted. I mean, we're obviously going for it. If they top deck to counter, then they top deck to counter. Okay, Vorinclex. Wait. They have instant speed removal. Alright. That does change things. In that case, no Vorinclex. We'll go with Alrund's Epiphany, Kioribes the Sea God, and what is our last one? The first two are pretty obvious. I mean, I guess Tybalt's still fine. Yeah, alright, Tybalt. Sure. So this plays around the removal spell. We get Alrund's Epiphany, Kioribes the Sea God. Make a dork, make some birds, get a turn. Uh-huh. And let's scry. See if we can find another ultimatum and run it back. Yeah, opponent did not give us the Valky. Oh. I feel a concession. I feel a concession coming. Yeah, we'll attack first. About it. Ultimatum was more fun. There's no way we're going to lose this game, so we're going to take the fun option. And we still get Epiphany. Valky. Seagate Restoration. Opponent. Well, one do you choose this time? Whew. I mean, yeah, I mean, we get to still win, I think. So they can't give us Epiphany or they literally lose on the spot. So they have to give us the other two. So we're going to drop to 7 cards and, I mean, essentially we just win and get a Tibalt. Like, I don't know how we lose from that either. Booted. Are they just gonna salty rope us? I mean, I guess two ultimatums in a row is a little rough. It's a little rough. Yeah, I mean, really, with a little bit of deck building, Emergent Ultimatum is like Genesis Ultimatum is not quite win the game, but it's pretty close, and it takes minimal deck building. Emergent Ultimatum is much closer to being literally win the game, but it also requires a little bit more work in deck building. Hey, morning, Aussie Dave. Good to see ya. Welcome, welcome. Oh, they came back. All right. Well, Tibalt, Seagate Restoration. We'll draw some cards. Wow, is this the... Whoa, is this the ultimate punishment? Where you come back just for a second so you can rope more? Alright. Take up Tibalt. Fable Passage. Go. Alright, I'm sure this will work out for our opponent. STL Kepper! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big tip for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The problem is not the ultimatums, it's how this game is designed. Disgusting rigged garbage. What is the rigged part in your opinion, Karaxa? Tactical roping. An opponent, alright. They do not rope us this turn. They scoop it up, and okay, this deck actually feels pretty good. I mean, boy, I love Vorinclex. It's like the green creature-y Panharmonicon. Not because they play the same, but just how much I enjoy playing it. Good game, Lieberg. Yeah, I mean, that is the thing. You do got to think through the Emergent Ultimatums. Especially, although in that case, I think... I mean, I guess we had been thinking about it for a little bit. So we knew that we immediately knew our opponent couldn't give us extra turn spell or they were going to die. So yeah, but our opponent didn't know we were going to get the extra turn spell necessarily, so that kind of makes sense. Which Time Star Remastered card coming up, and the rise with Time Star Remastered coming up, and the rise of cast cards for free spells. How likely are we to see a reprint of Nyx, and would it see standard play? So, first off, I should say, Time Star Remastered is not standard legal. But let's, for the sake of this thought exercise, what if they put Nyx into standard? Would it see play? If you're not familiar with Nyx, I believe it's 1 mana. Counter a spell if no mana was spent to cast it. 1 blue mana. Yes, 1 blue mana, counter target spell if no mana was spent to cast it. So, would it see play at standard? I think the answer is maybe not right now, because we have Mystic Dispute, and against various ultimatums, you're better off... You know, let's do this. You're better off countering the ultimatum than trying to counter the free things they cast from it. Alright. That hand's not as scary as I thought. I was expecting a ton of counters, but no counters. Just sharks. Opponent, Frost Augur, go try to draw a card. What do they find? Snow-covered plains. Blue-white snow. Interesting. Well, we will kill that. Stop the card draw. Play Tingled Veil. Velky you. Go. So yeah, I would lean towards it not seeing play. Is there a chance they reprint it? Maybe, but it's only 91 cents. So I don't know if anyone really, like, do we really care that much if it gets reprinted? Like, do we need it to be reprinted? Personally, my excitement for Time Spiral Remastered is mostly based on the old border cards. Like, the set itself, I haven't even really looked into it too closely. What are we even hoping for? Let's, we should. All right, after this game, we'll look at the prices, because I'm actually curious, like, discounting the time-shifted cards, what is there that would be sweet reprints? Ooh, I think it's Squirrel Time. Green, green. So play us on black. Play the squirrel. Not countering that. Toski power. Try to counter it. I'm fine with that. I'll do it. They're thinking about it. The wheels are turning. All right. Opponent correctly realizes it's uncounterable. Well, Velky. Draw a card. Yeah, let's just do this. Wiffle Haven, go. Well, the onus is on you about it. You gotta do something because we're ahead now. We got the squirrel and you do not. Opponent's gonna draw some cards. Sure. Do you like the current standard meta? I mean, I think it's fairly diverse. I just feel like I play against too many Eldraine cards. Like, that's kind of the... So, I don't not like it, but I'm done with Eldraine. Basically, I'm just ready for Eldraine to not be a thing. Well, go to combat. Attack ya. No, settle the wreckages, please. Opponent. Makes a baby shark. Do. To kill our Velky. Sorry, I have a little nephew who loves that song for some reason. Man, Epiphany would be good, but that's gotta be the counter. It's gotta be. Well, get the Yari on. Foretell. Play this on green. Pass the turn. Opponent. What do you got, opponent? What do you got? Transform Velky? That means I did not play a Tybalt, though. Do you think there's any chance for Karuga to have a place with the new Foretell cards? Maybe. The only awkward thing is Karuga kind of wants permanence. Opponent's passing. Well, Omen of the Sea. Jeez, Morale runs Epiphanies. Man, if our opponent ever taps out, we're going to take some turns. Untap. Go to combat. Opponent taps. Binding. Can we get the counter out of here? Well, opponent lets it go. All right, blow it up. Foretell. Land. Go. Oh, all right, come on, Toski. Draw some cards. Draw some cards. The problem with Garuga is they don't have many permanent. There's not many Foretell permanents that see play, and it doesn't roll with the spells. Although I do think it is a interesting way to get around some of the. All right, grab a land. It is an interesting way to make sure your CMCs are high enough. Go to combat. Opponent taps. Yarion. Alright. Well, we got rid of the counter. We're just going to keep casting big things. We're going to keep casting big things until hopefully our opponent eventually does not have a counter and the big things wins us the game. Opponent. Snow-covered plains. And what do you think of Tybalt's trickery? Saw your modern video. Is it really busted? I don't think it's busted in standard. In modern, it felt super matchup dependent to me. That was my experience with the build we played. Is it was literally like some matchups you can't lose, other matchups you can't really win. But it might be that different builds would have different experiences there. Opponent passes. I'll go to combat. Go attacking, because we gotta. Oh, I've never seen the Death Touch mode work. Well, Alrund's Epiphany. Do we have another? Saw it coming. About it? Oh boy. Okay. I wasn't actually expecting that to happen, and now we're good. Now we're good. Omen of the Sea. In standard and historic, I'm not worried about it. It's way too inconsistent. And in modern, I don't like the play pattern of it as a top tier deck in any of the formats. But in modern, Tybalt, I think, is currently more of a problem than Tybalt's trickery. Well, go to combat. Attack you. Opponent. Blocks. We get to draw 2. Squirrel power! Squirrel power! Well, you know what? We will, I guess we'll, take another extra turn. Whew. Nexus time. Nexus time! Resolves. And, yeah, I guess we'll Binding. Get rid of that Frost Dogger. Keep the good times rolling. Toski's been sweet. Yeah, get rid of Frost Dogger. Opponent draws a land. Oh, we're going to draw so many cards next turn. Oh, I'm really excited about this. Oh, I'm so excited about this. We got another turn. Oh, opponent scoops it up. We're going to draw 5 or 4 and then Seagate Restoration and have all the cards. I want to hold on to the land to maximize our Seagate Restoration. Oh, we might have to play Toski Mutate. I wanted to build a Toski tokens deck, but there's not a lot of good token production in standard that I could find. So maybe that's something to keep an eye out for in future sets, but we probably still need creature removal, don't we? So lots of counters, but also creatures. Go down Shadow's Verdict. We'll keep our targeted removal, though. We're going to go up Coma. I don't know how our opponent's deck beats a Coma. Nightmare seems good. Eliminate. Okay. Toski was good that game. Still might go down to 1. And Gargaroth? Alright, try it like that. Try it like that. I mean, Alderaan is still the best set in Standard. Rune deck when? We might actually, at this point, I think it's likely that we will... We're going to hit the land, right? We're going to hit the land. We're going to hit the land. I mean, we got a winning record. We're 4-2. I think Rune's probably going to be next stream at this point because we've been playing this deck for so long, and I got to upload the podcast in a couple more matches. So probably hold over Rune so we can actually do it justice. We're good. We're good. We're gonna hit our lands. Velki, technically not a land. So Velki, it has this other. I don't know if you knew this, chat. It has this ability where after you take a creature from your opponent's hand, if you pay its CMC, it can turn into it. Did you know that? Oh my god, the counters. Did you know that was a thing? Did you actually know that was a thing? We don't play Legacy all that much. I know. It's kind of blowing my mind. Valky, once you take the creature from your opponent's hand, you can pay X and choose a card that is exiled, and it becomes a copy of it. Play this on blue. Cultivate. Blue and black. Blue and black. Put one into play. Well, get him with Valky. Boom. Thoughts on 4-color Omnath Copycat? I mean, if you throw in some Cascade spells and Tibalt, you probably got a deck. I think we need a stream where Seth sings all the songs he wrote about Magic while playing his guitar. That could be fun. Yeah, we haven't played much Legacy lately. Maybe we got to do some more Legacy. I will try to do some more Legacy. The Tibalt deck looked interesting, although it's still just a Tibalt deck, cascaded to Tibalt deck with Force of Wills. I don't think there's any snow synergies, which means we shouldn't be running snow-covered basics, in my opinion. I don't think it's worth it just for bluffing, since there is a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of hate. I still think it's fine in older formats, because who's going to play a Redain in an older format? My guess is no one, ever. Opponent lets us get a land. 1, 2, 3. Blue, blue. Black, black, green. Alright, get a land. How does this go bad for us? You know what? Let's just take Yarion. That's fine. Take Yarion, pass the turn. I mean, as a blue-white Fortel deck, they gotta have Doomskars. They gotta. Yeah, more Legacy content's a good idea. Opponent. Well, we're gonna have plenty of good things for our opponent to counter here momentarily. I mean, we're just gonna start casting big things and make our opponent use up their counters, and then eventually coma and win. Hope. Oh my goodness, this hand has so much power. This hand has so much power. Vorinclex countered. Look at this hand. This hand is the bustedest hand I've ever seen. Mango's Legacy Entombsday listed my favorite at 5-0 with it in 2 consecutive leagues. Ooh, that sounds sweet. Snow Price of Progress. That would definitely be punishing for Snowlands. Well, combat hit ya. This is one of the most powerful hands I've had in a long time. Like, look at this. Just look at what we have in hand. How can this not win the game? Opponent whiffs, draws a counter. Addicted to Price of Progress at EDH, probably good against that. Any thoughts on using Therix against counter-heavy decks? Could be worth considering. It itself is not uncounterable, though, right? Still could be worth considering to get our ultimatums and stuff down. We'll see how good this Coma is. Now we draw a land. So we know there's a counter. Beanstalk Giant. Wow. All right, so opponent must have a sweeper. No attacks. Play the Triobe. Go. Opponent going to Frostdogger. And make a 1/1. Yeah, we can resolve Coma. I would like to do it in a way where it's going to live. Hopefully. Yeah, there's Elspeth Conquers Death. Well, now it's going to be Coma time. We got through a Coma answer, so unless our opponent taps out. All right. Well, yeah. Play a Swamp. Coma. Not going to counter that one. And no attacks. Pass the turn. Boat of Frostdoggers. Well, is Coma good? Is it good? We get a Serpent. Opponent. Wow. That's been some really impressive running for our opponent. Huh. We saw their hand not that long ago, but apparently they had 2 in a row. I'll play Vorinclex. Opponent. Old Man X, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big over here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Mystic Reflection would have been, that would have been so good for our opponent. Opponent's really thinking. Really, really thinking. All right, we get the counter out of the hand. Well, we passed the turn. Well, we got through the counters we knew about. Who knows? Who knows if that's enough? Opponent, all right. Probably a counter. Takes up Elspeth Conquers Death. Yeah, I guess. Well, there's not really any point in killing this because it's going to come back with Elspeth Conquers Death. So it's pretty futile. And then we don't have a blocker back. Opponent. Oh my god. Oh my god, not again. It never ends. Teferi Master of Time. Loots with Teferi Master of Time. Discards a land. Plays a land. Tap out. Tap out. Well, Emergent Ultimatum. Oh! Oh! Did I have a counter? Okay. All right. Life has become good again. We will take... Oh no, are we out of Vorinclexes? Alrund's Epiphany. We are, aren't we? No Vorinclex? Well, Seagate Restoration and Velky. Oh, yeah, I was really looking forward to Vorinclex. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess you limbo. Limbo? Why is there a limbo option? What does that even mean? Limbo? Is that a rule in the word book in the rule book? Limbo. Limbo. I think we did. Our punting found us a secret. Limbo. Well, that was not optimal. Well, tag to fairy. Oh, that was definitely a punt. So basically what happened is this Elspeth Conqueror's Death is taxing all of our non-creature spells. And that includes the non-creature spells that we were wanting to cast off the Emergent Ultimatum. So we got pretty extremely blown out. Mold the Multiverse. Yeah, I definitely should have brought in Duresses. Well, if we take Trawler, then they just Skyclave the Valkyrie and get back Trawler anyway. Alright, opponent blocks. Well, we pass. Oh, boy. Elspeth Conqueror Death is quite the card. And now our opponent's refueled, and I actually think we probably end up losing this game. Opponent. Let's went to Fairy. Yeah, I mean, you gotta take the thing that can kill the Valky, or else it's all futile. They just kill the Valky with the Skyclave and then get the Dream Trawler anyway. About it. Well, that wasn't the best way to resolve a Emergent Ultimatum. A foretell card. Who would have thought? Opponent passing. I'll go to combat. Attack to Fairy. Opponent loots with Teferi. I mean, if they have a counter, I think we just... Oh my god, they're discarding counters? Alright, so this game's super over. Because this Teferi's going to ultimate, so... Well, I mean, we'll cast our thing. Our opponent will counter it. We will go to the sideboarding and bring in Duress. About it. I mean, they gotta have... There's no way they're discarding. Okay, so opponent, they did have it. Sure. Wow. So this deck has every possible counter, whether it is actually effective or not. All right. So we will bring in more discard. Oh, wow. Those Elspeth Conqueror's Deaths were brutal. I'm looking for a group to play Webcam Commander with. Where do you recommend to find a group like that? I think there are some Discords that are set up kind of specifically for that, although I am not 100% sure what they are off the top of my head. So if anyone knows what Discords are good for getting paper Commander games, let Sai know. So I originally watched a new Goldfish Commander video on the most expensive cards. I actually own one of those cards. Ooh, what one do you own, a Terry? I mean, even the cheapest one is like $3,000 or something ridiculous. Yeah, the Goldfish Discord is a good option. Plug. And how did you come across it? Have you just owned it like forever? Since like the early 90s? Or did you actually buy it? And how much did you have to spend on it? Alright. As we saw that game, Coma is not a guaranteed win against our opponent's deck by a long shot. That was one of the reasons I was skeptical of Coma when it was printed, is there's just a ton of exile-based removal. Well, play the land, play Omen. We're definitely keeping Toski. Well, we'll take Toski. Pass the turn. You own the Time Twister? Who is it? Unlimited? That's awesome. Wow, all the Frost Doggers. All the Comas. I'll play this. Ramp. Black, blue. I'll take the land. Go. Opponent. Thankfully, our opponent doesn't actually have that many snow permanents, so these Frosthoggers might not actually be all that good. Opponent foretells, passes, well, binding. Get rid of a Frostdogger. Coma should have Flash. I think if Coma had Flash, whew, that would be a Magic card. That would be an Eldraine level card. Actually, traded an obscene number of cards in Magic Fest to get it. Ooh, that's a good way to do it. Yeah, Alpha and Beta are just anything from those sets ridiculous. That's super sweet. Opponent. Teferi Loots. Oh, grab a Triome. Wow. Apparently our deck is not good at beating is not good at all at beating a Teferi. Like, it kind of feels like we just can't beat it. It's just going to ultimate again, and we don't have an answer. Huh. Well, this is I guess something to keep in mind. That we just straight up cannot beat a Teferi, like ever. Opponent ticks up. Passes. Well, I guess it's Coma time. And the mauling. And pass. Yeah, we're going to lose to Teferi Ultimate. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I mean, they got Dream Trawlers. Your opponent getting 3 turns in a row, no matter what their deck is doing, should be enough for you to lose. Opponent's going to make a Shark. Like, I would be shocked if... I would be absolutely shocked if our opponent couldn't win with 3 turns in a row. If you can't win with 3 turns in a row, then what are you even doing? What game are you playing? Opponent plays a land. Elspeth conquers death, of course. Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. Deck does not have the ability to beat a Teferi. Toski, doer of nothings. Well, playing Ariane, I guess. Well, that's a disappointing way to go out. Playing the Omen of the Sea. Go to combat. Attack Teferi. Opponent blocks. Oh, and then they're going to be able to get back to Teferi with this Elspeth Conqueror's Death? That is nightmarish. Well, let's see if this hits a relevant card. If not, it's probably, well, I mean, we'll let him play it out, but it is the game. All right, here we go. Enjoy your infinite turns. About it. Yeah, I feel like Serpent's pretty bad. I thought it was like pretty bad when it was printed, and this game has not done anything to change my mind about Koma actually being good. It feels like it does a bunch of stuff, but that stuff is actually just not that good in Standard. It still dies to like a bunch of removal spells. It still gets chump blocked. Like, I feel like it's pretty overrated. I don't even know if it's very good at like beating counters, honestly. Because the decks that have counters most likely have ways to interact with it. I mean, it also gets got by Extinction Event. So, white decks and black decks gotcha, for sure. I mean, I guess if you're against Mono Red or something, it's probably good. Brazen Borrower is at least good against it. Instant speed removal also kills it. So there's actually just like a whole bunch of things that beat it. Yeah, I mean, turn 7, you can shut down that Robber of the Rich. Got him. About it. Well, we'll let our opponent have their fun, I guess, for a turn or two, but this one's super over. Opponent passes. We go to combat. We attack Teferi. It ultimates to take infinite turns. Really? Alright, so opponent 3 turns in a row, and they get back their Teferi. And we can't cast anything because of Elspeth Conqueror's Death. Sure. Liliana is... Opponent makes a shark. So this is just lethal, right? 3, 4. Gets back to Fairy. Yeah, I mean, it's super over. Oh, gets back Dream Trawler. Well, that is super duper duper over. Can't Koma stop Teferi from activating its abilities? I mean, if you have a Serpent to sacrifice, but we, Koma just never lives long enough to do anything. Hey, thanks for the cheer, Corel. Oh, well, can we haste? I mean, we just literally... Our opponent has 3 turns in a row, so we're definitely dead. Brutal. Brutal. Yeah, so, well, what do we learn about this deck? And the deck was pretty sweet, although I will definitely say, if there's more than one person in the world that's playing Teferi, it might need a plan for it, because while the deck does have a lot of power, it is not very likely to pressure Planeswalkers. There's so many cards in this deck that it's hard to do a completely full breakdown. Obviously, the core is good. Emergent Ultimatum, when your opponent's not Elspeth Conqueror's Deathing, is just game over. Like, we saw that on repeat again and again and again. So that's the upside of the deck. On the other hand, it feels very scattered. Like, I'm not sure why 2 Eliminates and 2 Heartless Acts, why 1 Bloodchief Thirst. In an 80 card deck, it feels very random and not very streamlined. So I would assume that the next step for this deck is probably to take advantage of the good parts, the Emergent Ultimatum plans, and then maybe tighten up the numbers a little bit with a lot of these random 2-ofs and 3-ofs and 1-ofs, which in an 80 card Yarion deck just feels pretty questionable, I would say. So, but that is Emergent Ultimatum. Vorinclex is still good. The combo is super good. We didn't get to Jeskai Rudes, but there's good news, and that good news is we have another stream tomorrow. I gotta go upload the podcast. We are gonna raid in just a minute someone awesome, so raiding incoming. However, we'll be back tomorrow 6 Eastern time with more streaming, probably playing some Jeskai Rudes and other stuff. So reminders on the way out the door. Replay YouTube, that's where you can find all the old streams. Normal YouTube's tons of stuff coming up on there. And one more reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic cards, you can get them at cardkingdom.com, even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. You all are amazing and awesome, and I love each and every one of you. So I'm going to run, upload the podcast, Budget Magic on the YouTube tonight, another stream, more fun tomorrow, 25 hours from now. So until then, everyone, seriously, thanks for hanging out, for being awesome, for having fun. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow. So, yeah, I will talk to you soon.